All right, number 12, we want to factor. We're going to be doing a different method, factor by grouping. Let me pull this down a little bit. Whenever we have 4 terms, we're going to do a different method of factoring. So we have 3x to the third minus x squared minus 147x that is, and then plus 49. Okay, so factor by grouping, we're going to group 2 terms together, 2 at a time. And we're going to factor out what these 2 have in common. They both can give up an x squared. So I'm going to pull x squared out. And then I'm going to write what's left in parentheses. I don't know why I'll put an equal sign. We're going to be left with 3x and then minus 1. So if factor by grouping is to work, we're going to factor out something from here, but we want whatever is left in the parentheses to be the same. So the leading term is positive. This leading term is negative. So I need to factor out something that is negative. The only way I'm going to get a 1 at the back is if I can factor out a 49. So let's see if we can divide out a negative 49. And it turns out if you divide 147 by 49, you will get 3, and the x is still there. And you divide 49 by 49, you get 1, but it's negative, so we get a minus 1. So both come out to be the same. That means factor by grouping does work. Now we'll look at this term and this term. What do they have in common? It's the 3x minus 1. So we're going to pull that out. And then what we have left, we put together the x squared minus 49. Now at this point, you might notice we can solve it from here, but you could also factor this as well. This is a difference of squares that pops up here. So we're going to continue. We're going to factor this using the difference of squares formula. So that would be 3x minus 1. And then we have x minus 7, and then x plus 7. All right, I'm going to set all of these equal to 0 in solving. So we're going to add 1 and then divide by 3, so we get x equals 1/3. We're going to add 7, so that gives us x equals 7. This time we would have to subtract 7, so we get x equals negative 7. Third power, we got 3 zeros. So this looks okay. The zeros are 1/3, 7, and negative 7. Each of these have a multiplicity of 1. They only occur one time. So we'll say multiplicity 1.